Hey, it's Doug from Rise Above Performance Training, and today we're going to go over the third installment of lower body kettlebell exercises for Awaken Alive using kettlebell combination exercises. Let's get them going. Alright, so today we're going to go over some kettlebell combination exercises with the lower body. So we're going to be building off a lower body exercise like a deadlift and then adding a second exercise. Now, the possibilities are pretty much infinite, what you can think of. I'll show you my favorites that we do. The most important thing is you don't want to be fast, but you want to be smooth. You want to make sure you build off the first exercise and then flow into the second exercise. So I'll kind of show that. The first ones we like to do are building off a deadlift. So a deadlift is anything from the floor that's not moving. So we have our deadlift that we went over in the first series. And we're going to bring it to a God position. So I'm just going to use my legs, float it up. From here, I can combine a lot of different exercises. I can press, and I can bring it back down. I can deadlift back up, and I can do a full squat. One of my favorites is adding both of them. So I can do a deadlift, full squat to the press. I can even lunge. So I can deadlift, catch the bell, step back, lunge, and lunge. So the deadlift is a great way to get the bell moving, driving from the hips, generating power through the core, and then adding that second exercise that you want to do. Another one we can add is the clean. So clean is bringing it from the swing to the rack position. It's very dynamic. The rack position is a transition, but also it's a resting area. So when we swing, we're going to hike it through. This is our rack position. I can do a lot of things here, combination movements. I can press. I can do a little bit of a dynamic press. So let me re-clean, and I can use a push press or a jerk. Overhead, that's more of a push press. A jerk would be dipping underneath the weight and then coming up. I can also clean and squat. I can do clean, squat, and overhead. And I can even clean, and just did what we did the other time, lunge. I can step back with this leg. Sometimes this adds a little bit different challenge, stepping back with the opposite leg for the core. So I want to make sure my hips are stable, and then coming back up. If you really need a challenge, you can use double bells for the cleans. These are much harder, so I'll just show like one or two exercises. So you can do double clean, and you can do your overhead, you can do your double clean and front squat, double clean, and you can throw some lunges in there. Lunge and lunge. So as you see, you have a few different combinations off that clean that you can do, gets the heart rate up, and also challenges the body in movement and stability. Another one I like is a snatch. So a snatch is bringing from the floor to overhead, and you can add a squat or a lunge. I'll demonstrate the lunge. So I'm bringing it overhead. I like to do the opposite leg because it's like a get up, but you can do both. So let's go with the same side, non-get up side. So I'm going to drop down, tighten up, and back up. You can re-snatch. Then go the opposite leg, which is a little more challenging, but it's like a true get up, and then come back up. Another one I like is combining a little bit of upper body with the lower body. So you can do, I call these burpees. They're not true burpees, so we're not going to jump, but we're going to sprawl, push-up style, and then come back up. This one I don't do very often, but you can start this way, is a single kettlebell burpee. So I'm going to sprawl. I'm going to hold my hands on the base of the bell. I'm going to sprawl, get my push-up in. I'm going to jump up, and I can either do two-arm deadlift, or I can sprawl, do my push-up, one-arm deadlift, and alternate that way. Your goal is when you jump to get in good deadlift position. So I don't want to jump here and then have to walk to a good deadlift position. I want to make sure that I sprawl, dynamically jump up, I'm in a good deadlift position, lock down, and drive up. The version I use the most is the double bell suitcase style burpee here. So I'm gonna set this up where I would grab good suitcase. And a suitcase deadlift is 2 bells on either side, driving up. So I'm gonna sprawl. You can sprawl beginning level. If you wanna add the upper body portion, the push-up, you can. And I wanna push on the bells, jump in the middle, I kinda hit the bell, so I'm gonna reset and drive up. Let's try that again, make it better. So I'm gonna drop down, jump through the middle, set up, and drive up. So those are some of my favorite lower body kettlebell combination exercises. See what you can come up with. There's a million variations, like I said. Give them a shot. Make sure to subscribe to Rise Above Gym YouTube page. Also subscribe to Awaken Alive. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.